What if I told you? One man used to scream, Tung, 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 Sahur, every before dawn. And people loved it? But then he disappeared. You better subscribe before you miss Sahur. This village never needed alarms. They had a guy who banged a mystical wooden slit drum like it owed him money. He was the reason people woke up. But one night, no tung, 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 just silence. The village didn't oversleep. They just stood there, waiting. Is this the end of the tung, 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 tung era? Or is something without tung, 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 Sahur? The village collapsed into madness. People overslept. Families missed Sahur. One dude almost deep-throated his sandal in a dream about steamed rice cakes. And then, from the shadows of obscurity, he appeared. The most ignored man in town, the alarm clock seller. He whispered to no one, "My time has come." A week before the village fell apart, the clock seller followed the distant tung, tung, tung sounds. The clock seller was investigating where that horrible creature went, until he entered a dark, creepy forest. He saw Tung 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 Sahur entering a portal in the middle of the forest. And near the portal is a strange creature. He is Mateo, the portal guardian. The clock seller panicked. He was about to run, but then he had a nasty idea. With a shaky voice, he woke Mateo and said, "The Sahur drummer is causing chaos in my village." Then he woke up. Mateo looked mildly annoyed, then nodded slowly. "I'll guard the portal, so he can't escape again." But the next day, tung 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 Sahur came back anyway, like nothing happened. The alarm clock man was confused, bamboozled. Alarm clock dude sprinted back into the forest, and guess what he found? Mateo was sleep standing, snoring with his eyes open. "That sleepy portal guard again," the alarm clock man grumbled. He went home furious. He needed to stop Tung Tung from escaping again. But how? He drank a triple shot espresso called Starbucks Slayer. And then, boom! A dark idea brewed in his brain. The next day, he sprinted into the forest, holding his ultimate weapon, a Starbucks Slayer. And that day, Mateo finally woke up. He didn't fall asleep again. The portal? Locked tight. Tung 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 Sahur couldn't get out. So that's how he vanished. With Tung Tung gone, the villagers had no choice. They started buying alarm clocks from the alarm clock man to wake up for Sahur. The clocks were loud. If you didn't wake up, your ears might explode. Sure, they got up for Sahur, but at what cost? Some cried while chewing tofu. They all missed the gentle knock of Tung 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 Sahur. And the alarm clock man? He just laughed. Because his clocks were selling like hotcakes, so now the villagers wake up, but with broken souls and bleeding ears. After days of chaotic Sahur, one brave young soul had enough. Let's just call him Dino. Right after Sahur, Dino snuck into the forest, following unknown paths to find the truth about Tung 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 Sahur. Hours passed. Nothing. The chaos during Sahur had drained him. He was thirsty, weak, and then he passed out. Dino lay unconscious for hours, thirsty, hungry, doomed, until a massive figure with a cap loomed over him. It was Mateo. Dino panicked, but was too weak to run. Mateo handed him a drink. It was Starbucks Slayer, the same triple espresso from the alarm clock man. He drank it and then, "What is this? Bitter death?" Dino shouted. But he was fully awake now. He could see Mateo clearly, and fear kicked in. Just as he tried to run, Mateo said, "Don't be afraid. I'm just the portal guardian. Go home. Night is falling." "I can't go home," Dino said. "I'm here to find Tung 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 Sahur. Without him, the villagers suffer." Mateo froze. What happens when a sleepy guardian hears that name? Mateo. He must not be released. Nothing from this portal can enter the human world again, especially him. He caused chaos. Dino. "No, he's a hero in our village. Who told you otherwise?" Mateo. "Impossible. He's no hero. He's a troublemaker, and I won't tell you." Dino stares at the cup. "That coffee, he knows that smell." "There's only one man in the village who drinks that poison." Dino. "Did the alarm clock man give you that coffee?" Mateo. Maybe. After that, Dino told all about Tung's kindness at dawn. Mateo, I believe you, but he's not supposed to exist in your world. Even I shouldn't be meeting humans. But I keep falling asleep guarding the portal, and alarm guy gave me free coffee, so... Dino. But he's kind. He helped wake the whole village for Sahur. That's a noble mission. Mateo. I get it, I believe you. But he broke the law. He escaped the portal. That's a serious violation. Dino. Wait a second, you also broke the rule. You're the portal guard, and you nap like it's your full-time job. Mateo. That's personal. Dino. Let's make a deal. While Dino was busy begging a sleepy portal guard, someone else was building an empire. The era of Tung Sahur 2.0 has begun. You better subscribe before the fake Sahur invades your subconscious. The alarm clock man now owns 48 franchises, and today, he launched his latest nightmare. Tung Sahur 2.0, a perfect clone of the original voice. The villagers were excited. Within 1 hour, 100,000 units sold. People sahured in peace with empty smiles. But some refused. They only wanted the real Tung Sahur. Then the clocks began to hypnotize. Obedient villagers bowed to the clock man. He was no longer just a salesman. He was becoming a king. The fake Sahur wasn't a product. It was a weapon. Only a few villagers remain unclocked. Will they resist? Or will Dino's deal be their only hope? Dino, let's make a deal. You accepted the alarm man's offer because he gave you coffee to stay awake, right? What if I told you that coffee is poisoned? Mateo. What? You're just trying to scare me. It's not poisoned. I've been drinking it for days. Dino, not yet. But if you keep drinking it, you'll die. The dosage is already too much. Dino, I can give you a better drink. It's called Zen Blaster, a green tea that keeps you awake and calm while guarding the portal. It's made with a hereditary recipe, and it's 100% healthy. I'll give you one every day after you free the Tung Sahur. Mateo thinks for a moment, then nods. Suddenly, someone runs in, panicked, gasping for air. He spots Dino and yells, Dino! You're Dino, right? Dino. Uncle Donnie? Yes, it's Donnie, Dino's long-lost uncle and alarm clock resistance leader. He refused to buy the cursed Sahur 2.0, and now the village wants him dead. Donnie, I ran with the others, but they chased us. We barely made it. He's talking about the hypnotized villagers, loyal slaves to the clock lord. Before Uncle Donnie could finish explaining, he suddenly spotted Mateo. He panicked and run. Dino. Uncle Donnie, wait, don't be scared. I'll explain everything. Dino grabs his arm gently. They talk for a while. Now they finally understand each other, and they're ready to fight back. Dino and Mateo look at each other. No more waiting. It's time to release the original, the one, the only. Tung Sahur! Will the OG Sahur break the curse? Or is it already too late? Tung Sahur. Finally, I'm free! He stomps the ground. Screw you, Mateo. You locked me up like expired milk. Dino and Uncle Donnie. He's back! They beg him for help, but Tung Sahur crosses his arms. You humans locked me up. Why should I help you now? Mateo steps in. Okay, calm down, Sahur. He explains everything. The lies, the hypnotized villagers, and Sahur's own mistakes. You broke rules too. Help them. It's redemption time. Sahur. You think I need to be told to fix this? I was gonna do it anyway. He storms into the village while making a sound. Every fake Sahur 2.0 explodes with his real tongue. Villagers wake up. Some cry, some twerk. Peace for now. But the story isn't over. The alarm clock guy? He's not even mad. He laughs. This was always the plan. He reveals Giga Tung Sahur, a giant robot version of Tung Sahur. And it's coming. The sky breaks open. The robot descends. It lets out one loud tongue. The sound, terrifying. It echoes across the village. People scream. Babies cry. Someone pees a little. Even the real Tung Sahur flinches. But he steps forward. He strikes back with his classic tongue, but it's useless. Giga Sahur responds with 3 deep demonic tongues. Boom! 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 Sahur blocks it, but his stick cracks. He's blasted away. Dino, Uncle Doni, and Matteo arrive, only to see Sahur, bleeding, motionless, his weapon shattered. Dino. No! The alarm man laughs like a demon. Dino to Matteo. What do we do? I don't want him to die. Matteo. He had a true weapon, one that was sealed, too powerful. He wasn't ready for it. Dino. Give it to him anyway. Matteo. It doesn't work like that. It only comes when he's worthy. The villagers scream, cry, then they chant, "Wake up, my hero!" One voice becomes two, then dozens. The whole village, "Wake up, my hero!" Suddenly, boom! A flaming staff blasts out of the forest like a meteor. It soars towards Sahur. With his last strength, he catches it. Crack! A thunderbolt splits the sky. From the ashes rises. Super Tung Sahur. The rematch begins now. The crowd erupts in joy. Sahur is back. Stronger, brighter, unstoppable. Without a word, he blasts Giga Sahur, knocking the robot back. The alarm man, furious! The alarm man unleashes his trump card. Now Giga Sahur's staff is electrified. They clash, fire versus lightning. It looks even, but Sahur's body begins to weaken from the shocks. Dino. Matteo! He's losing again! What do we do? Matteo. Get the villagers to cheer him on. It's the only way. Dino nods and rallies the crowd. The cheer grows louder when... boom! His staff erupts in flame. And then, Sahur shout, "Oh, super tongue, strike!" Giga Sahur explodes into pieces. The alarm man blasted into the sky like trash. Peace returns. The villagers lift Sahur on their shoulders. Tears, cheers. He saved them all. But one question remains. What happened to the alarm man? The village celebrates. Dino smiles. Sahur nods. It's time to return to the portal. And Dino? He keeps his promise, handing Matteo a Zen blaster. Matteo drinks it and instantly falls in love with the taste. Matteo. This is the last time Sahur can return. He must stay in his world. Dino breaks down, hugging Sahur tightly. Tears, emotions, wholesome chaos. Sahur. It's okay, kid. I'm happy I could protect you, even for a moment. Then Matteo, possibly influenced by Zen Blaster, reconsiders. Fine, Sahur can return, but only to wake you up for Sahur. Everyone cheers. The village, saved. The tradition of Sahur, safe. And now, every Ramadan, Sahur returns. But wait, the alarm man? He crash-landed in the next village. Now he runs a tiny cafe called Coffee Tung. No poison, decent prices, surprisingly good reviews. And that's the end. Or is it? Thanks for watching this absurd journey. See you in the next ridiculous tale, and don't forget to subscribe to help this channel become the best.